Shalom. I like to say all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashemi Halshai, Bahashemi Kodesh. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of GMS, or the true leaders of Israel today, and salutations to my Akim who do this work in truth and sincerity, who are risking their lives and their freedoms to do so, as well as the scattered Israelites who come looking like the heathen but are not, by way of their forefathers' seeds who are Israelite men. The true name of the Most High is Yahweh, and his son's name is Yahushai, and the Lord's holy chosen people are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, as were the ones who suffer under the curses in the book of Deuteronomy. This is your brother Yakale from the JMS Jamaica Kingston camp, and we in that time, man. Rough waves ahead, alright, as a brother named one of his videos. But we truly in that time, man. Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, the rulers of this wicked kingdom today, they just made their dragon's cocktail, the serpent's brew. They just made it, they just approved it, all right? And now you have Esau Edom on his main news stations, all right, which is his primary source of how do I say this, like witchcraft and sorcery to convince the people. When you see them pushing things on CNN, MSNBC, Fox News, okay, they're really making their move, all right? For example, sometimes information comes out on certain alternative websites or whatever, but no, you see, when they're pushing on their main news, all right, it lets you know what time we're in, all right? And so they're talking about mandates, right? Because they're sitting up here on the news and they're like, okay, well, there's no longer convincing people to take the dragon's cocktail, right? They're going to mandate it. And they pose the question on CNN. They're like, so what are you going to do now when your job requires you to take it? What are you going to do? All right. So basically they're saying that unless you take that dragon's cocktail, you're not going to be able to work, man. And this is something that's happening worldwide. All right. Me, myself, out here in Jamaica, my work, all right, came to me, when was it, last week? And they said that either you take this or you're going to be subject to weekly tests, all right, which even the weekly test, that's not affordable for people, man, okay? So you can see how this is all coming. But this devil is coming in hot and heavy, man, hot and heavy. And also on his news, he's blaming Jake, he's blaming you Israelites, you so-called African Americans or so-called blacks, you know what I'm saying, over there in America, all right, because our people are very skeptical. A portion of our people are very skeptical, and they're blaming they're blaming us for the continuation of this apparent worldwide situation that's going on. So when you see all of this that's going on, and then you see as well on the news, you have Florida's not with it, and their governor's not with it, and whatever. And on the news, he's like, okay, well, you may have approved this, but we're still not with it, man. And so you can just see how all of this chaos is brewing, man. And this is all engineered by the wicked elite of Esau Edom. Okay? Jeremiah chapter 30 verse 7, and these are the words that the Lord Yahweh spake concerning Israel and concerning Judah. For thus saith the Lord Yahweh, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace. Ask ye now, and see whether a man doth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins, as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. So the time of Jacob's trouble is speedily approaching, man. All right? Speedily approaching. And you Israelites, man, y'all gonna start feeling it, man, because what are you gonna do? Okay, now we know a lot of people are going to crack under pressure, but the elect of the nation of Israel shall not crack under pressure, man. As the elder apostle Tahar said, if you take the dragon's cocktail, you gonna take that Revelation chapter 13 verse 16. You know what I'm saying? Okay, which all roads lead to the microchip, man. All right, the systems that they're putting in place, that if you don't have this, or if you don't comply to this, if you don't take this, then you're not going to be able to gain access to food places, grocery stores, government services, all of these things. All right, they're just laying down the groundwork using this device. All right, but we are not ignorant of Satan's devices, man. We see what you're doing, man. All right, gradually bringing this in, and with this, it's going to mount up, and it's going to bring chaos and turmoil and dissension among the people, man, because a lot of people are strongly against it. All right. But this devil knows exactly what he's doing. He wants it to happen, man, so that they can bring order out of chaos. All right. And he's coming in from all different angles. He's working on this. He's working on his CBDCs, his central bank digital currencies, his digital identity systems, and all of these things, man. And it's so clear to see the times that we're in. Okay. It's so clear. And all roads lead to Revelation chapter 13, verse 16 to 17. All right. It says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their forehead, in their hand, or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. All right. Right now, this devil is letting you know, if you don't comply with what we're doing, you're going to be X'd out of society, and it's going to get so bad out there that they're going to seek to murder people for not bowing down to the image of the beast, as it says in Revelation chapter 13 and verse 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So the image of the beast, all right, is that of the image of the Roman Empire, because it's the same ways how they govern, right? But of course, overall, it is their entire system. And at the peak of their system, with their NWO agenda, is going to be that microchip, which is where we are heading to. Now, there's so many things that can be said, man, regarding the dissension, the chaos that is coming, because you have already over there, and here we are, you see, the spirit, man. The brother's been waiting for this. Okay, because even though this thing that has been approved is not that Revelation 13 verse 16, it's not that specific mark, this thing is going to bring a lot of chaos and hell and Jacob's trouble upon our people, man. All right, real talk. Okay, for myself and several brothers, man. Okay, I don't know. Right now we're in lockdown in Jamaica. I don't know if it is that when I go into work on Wednesday that they're like, okay, well, actually, you have until this time to do this, or else you can't work. You know what I'm saying? These things are coming upon our people. And when it is that you can't work, you can't eat. All right, then some of us are in certain kind of households. But before that, if you can't work, you can't eat, you can't pay your rent, what's going to happen? Then you have people, you won't even be able to, even if there was family or whatever, you won't be able to stay with family because your family is completely gone and they've all taken the dragon's cocktail, and now you're the outlier and all these kinds of things. It's gonna get hot and heavy out here, man. Hot and heavy. But you know what? At the end of the day, Yahweh Shemishai shall protect their elect. All right, and Adonai, I'm a part of that number. Okay, we come into the times where it's just going to be faith in Yahweh Shemishai. And the scriptures say in the book of Hebrews that the just shall live by faith. And this is how we're going to be moving, man. Each day moving forward. And this thing is happening very quickly, man. It's happening so quickly. You can see the spirit upon the elder apostles and all the Akim, man. We can feel it in the spirit, man. All right. But one thing about Esau Edom as well is that, right now, even in this Revelation chapter 13, verse 11, and I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, which is a miracle. And he had two horns like a lamb, Republicans and Democrats. All right, which is the same, that's why it is the image of the beast is of that Roman Empire system, right? Because in the Roman Empire, that's how this is the same way how they ruled the government. All right, the taxes, the way that they built things, all of these things, man. All right. And he spake as a dragon, draconian measures. All right. So this devil, now that this thing has been approved, all right, this gives this devil full, it's like it gives him that full-blown authority to just do whatever he wants to do, man. And you people are gonna start catching hell. We're gonna catch hell too, but we know that we're going to be protected by Yahweh Shemishai and guided by Yahweh Shemishai. Once again, the just shall live by faith. So we know we good. And we rejoice by these things, but you see these moves that Esau Edom is making, moving towards that Revelation 13 verse 16. All right, you know, this is his downfall, man. He is going to be falling very quickly, as it says in the book of Luke. I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven. So he's gonna fall very quickly, man. All right, he's gonna fall very quickly. And at the end of the day, we also know, based off of scripture, that in regards to Esau Edom's NWO, Job chapter 5 and verse 12, he disappointed the devices of the crafty so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. So their NWO is going to fail, man. As it says in the book of Job chapter 20, I think verse 22, 21, 22, 21. Job 20 verse 22, in the fullness of his sufficiency he shall be in straits, every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. Right? So when it is that he believes he's going to accomplish his NW, all right, which the microchip would have been already administered mandatory worldwide, okay, Yahweh Bashim Shai is just going to take him out of his power and just say, nope, actually, Yahushua is here, okay, and Yahushua is going to take him out of power. All right, these are the things to come. All right, when he's about to fill his belly, Yahweh Shemishai shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him and shall rain it upon him while he is eating, right? So these are the times that we're in, man. It's clear to see the days that we're heading to. And, you know, the scriptures say in the book of Ephesians, is it 5 and 12? No. Maybe it's 4. Ephesians 5 and 15. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, right? Diligently walk circumspectly. All right? Walk with wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man. All right? In these days, redeeming the time because the days are evil, right? The days are very evil, man. All right? And, you know, we've been preaching the word of Yahweh Shemishai. We've done what we're supposed to do. You know, when it comes to interacting with these people in the world, they are gone. Okay? So your interactions need to be as led through the Spirit as much as possible, man. All right? Because these people are going to seek to slay us, man. But we know that these things are coming, man. Our persecution is also coming very soon. All right? But these are just the times that we're in, and, you know, get your house in order, man. Get your house in order. I'm speaking to myself first and foremost. I'm getting my house in order, strengthening my relationship with Yahweh Shemishai, you know, all of these things, because the way things are going, man could be homeless any point in time, all these kinds of things. You know what I'm saying? But I believe that we're going to be good, all right? Because Yahweh Shemishai said that we're going to be good, man. So anyway, that's just the latest update regarding this situation. I'm sure within today, the following days, it's just going to keep speeding up. That's the thing, keep speeding up. And then, of course, Romans chapter 11 and verse 13, that, you know, it says that, awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than we believe. And that has to come to pass as well. So our salvation is truly closer than when we believe. And that's what it is. With that, I'd like to say all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Shemishai Bashar Makak Wadesh. Wa Abad Babal Shalom.